In last year, 2019, most of the Southeast Asia countries update their renewable targets. I think all of the changes are positive. Either they increase the renewable target numbers or make the renewable target a year earlier. So for this year, 2020, we're going to see more countries keep changing their renewable targets. By the same time, they're also making new incentives to encourage investment into the new renewable section. In terms of the individual country, we see Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, they have done very well in the new project development in last year, 2019. For our forecast from now to 2030, there will be about 70 gigawatt new capacity of renewable being added to this region. There are two key issues we're going to keep an eye on. First of all is how this government can attract more investment into these countries to support the new development for the renewable projects. The second thing is when there are a little bit higher renewable penetration, how these countries can solve the grid integration and the potential curtailment issues. In our forecast, the fuel mix of generation in the Southeast Asia region will be quite balanced between renewable and conventionals. We are seeing a lot of new renewable targets and renewable projects will be added to the grid. By 2030, there will be about 110 terawatt-hour electricity generated from solar and wind in this region, Southeast Asia. But different from other regions, we won't see the renewable generation replace some conventional generations, except the very expensive diesel oil generation. In terms of coal and gas, the thermal generations, in this region, most of the generators online right now, they are quite young. So in next 5 to 10 years, we won't see too many retirements for these capacities. On the other hand, by the same time, we have a lot of under construction and planned coal and gas units in the pipeline. In the project development pipeline, we have so many projects. From the government policy and the government project list, we have so many. So the challenge is for these new coal projects where they can find the finance, and for the new gas-fired power plants where they can find cheap and they can secure this gas supply. So this is a challenge for coal and gas. But in total, by 2030, we forecast the coal and gas power generation, they take about 70% in the whole share. On the other hand, for the hydro generation, we know this region will continue to develop their hydro generation, but it's going to be constrained by the natural resources and the locations. In general, the fuel mix of the hydro generation share will be about 10% constant from now to 2030.